I'm Miguel, and this is Alex. We are going to tell you that chocolate should be removed from global markets unless measures are taken to correct negative impact on people and on the planet.
Chocolate. People buy the treat worldwide to eat. People also use chocolate to make other treats like cake, cookies, brownies, etc. People don't need chocolate, but they just want to eat it for treats. The cocoa pods are originally grown on cocoa trees, but the beans have to have shade in order to grow. But since the trees are being cut down for more cocoa pods and beans, there's no shade. All the cocoa beans have to grow in the warm tropics, but in order for that, they need to cut down the forests and planting cocoa trees. But that means all the animals that live in the trees lose their habitat, because they have been cut down. All the trees have been cut down. But if they haven't cut down the trees, that means the animals could fertilize the soil.
We could stop cutting down trees to make space for the cocoa trees. If people cut down the trees, the animals would therefore die. Farmers could find different areas to plant cocoa trees. The farmers could then make money and save the ecosystems. The change in cutting down less trees for space to plant more cocoa trees would improve this situation. Animals are dying and ecosystems are being destroyed. All this can be avoided if we stop cutting down trees for more cocoa trees. This pie graph shows the percentages of trees that were cut down in the year 2009. As you can see, Ivory Coast has the most trees cut down. The conflict in Ghana, Ivory Coast, and in Cameroon is that the chocolate companies are not paying the farmers enough money, so that leads to child slavery. Since the farmers are not paid, they are forced to make the children work in cocoa farms. Fair trade is when people exchange items fairly, like giving 1,000 cocoa beans for a fair price. And because of fair trade, people can cooperate better. Farmers and companies argue because farmers are not getting fair trade. But if companies do fair trade, farmers would cooperate more, farmers would have a better wager, and that would fix the problem of child slavery.
You have heard about the normal chocolate, but the fair trade chocolate is the answer. If we keep on buying fair trade chocolate, the farmers can buy more than flour grinders and water pumps.
On this graph, you can see that Cadbury's, the fair trade company business, is growing up to each and every country: Australia, Canada, the UK, New Zealand, and Ireland. You can also see that it's still progressing to more and more countries each year.
Over the years, companies have been convinced to be part of the fair trade, such as Ben & Jerry's. They have chosen to be a member so that people can buy the same treat, but for a good cause. In conclusion, fair trade is the best chocolate to buy because not only does it taste good, but you are also giving communities and cocoa farms more money to be able to buy more things. If you buy fair trade chocolate, not only will you be happy, but so will the farmers. I hope this presentation will help you decide to change all chocolate to fair trade. Thank you for listening.